Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you about the Ernst versus Renaldo host debate. And it was a really good debate, and it was a civilized debate, and I agreed with Renaldo on some things. I agreed with Ernst on some things, but it was a civilized debate. There was no screaming at each other, no cursing at each other, no hollering at each other, and they were trying to solve problems and answer each other's questions. Okay? And people on the right wing and the left wing need to take note of that. They need to take note of that, like seriously take note of that. Because you see on these political talk shows, a lot of times hosted by somebody on the left wing or the right wing, they'll cut the guest off when the guest is trying to say something, even though they may disagree with them, particularly if the guest disagrees with them on it. I don't like that. I like Sean Hannity. But he is bad about cutting people off on his shows, which I don't like that. And when O'Reilly had the O'Reilly factor, there were a lot of things I liked, when a lot of points he made on the factor, but I didn't like when he cut his guest off. Keith Olbermann was another one on NBC who did that, and I didn't like that either. So, back to the debate. Okay, I agreed with Renaldo that he's a South African first and an Afrikaner second. Ernst took the opposite view. Just from my personal experience, I'm an American first and I'm a Mississippian second, so that kind of resonated with me a lot more. Renaldo kind of resonated with me a lot more in that area. I also like how Renaldo pointed out to read Ernst's book, Kill the Boer, which is coming out the 30th of this month. It's coming out soon on June the 30th. And Renaldo admitted there was probably things in the book that he didn't agree with, but he encouraged people to read it, check it out, see for yourself, and then decide. And then he pointed out there's probably things in the book that he does agree with. He did say one thing that Afriform does really well that he likes is that if there's an attack on somebody simply because they're an Afrikaner, Afriform is good to report this, to bring this up, and to make sure people know about it. And Renaldo really complimented Ernst on that. It's about an hour and 30-minute long debate, an hour and 38 minutes to be exact. And where I disagree with Renaldo and agree with Ernst on, that Afriform had no choice but to go to the United States and get on as many networks as they could to talk about the plight in South Africa with the white farmers. They had tried to not go overseas and to keep it within South Africa, but the government kept oppressing, not necessarily oppressing them, but the parliament, it took forever for the South African parliament to debate the farm murders, and when there was a Black Monday protest to protest the farm murders, the South African government basically threatened the peaceful protesters. So they really had no choice but to go to the United States and get on Tucker Carlson and explain the dangers that the white farmers are facing. Okay? Yes, now Renaldo points out that most of the murders occur in the black townships away from the farms. The vast majority of the murders in South Africa are black on black. That is absolutely true. But Ernst Roets had an equal point, and I think he made his case, particularly with the farm murders, that the black on white murders are some of the most gruesome murders where there's torture involved. And particularly in the farms, this is very, very common. And I think, and Ernst and Renaldo both agreed, now I didn't necessarily agree with them on this, but they both agreed that white genocide is not a problem in South Africa, but Ernst pointed out what Genocide Watch said, which is normally a liberal organization. They put white South Africans at a scale of 6 out of 8, 8 being the highest. Now, what Ernst pointed out is that it may not necessarily be white genocide that's going on, but there are elements that are seeing genocide in its starting points, or where white genocide could start at any point, which I agreed with Ernst on. So anyways, it's on Renaldo's YouTube channel. It was one of his live shows, so I recommend you guys check it out, see for yourself. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye bye.